Hey, One Family, quick thought for you today. As we've been talking about the art of war and the reality that we're all in a spiritual battle, the verse today says to take up. Everything's been about putting on, and here it says take up the shield of faith so that you can quench the fiery arrows or the fiery darts of the devil. You see, we're in a battle and all of a sudden we need to take up the shield of faith. It doesn't say to just drag this shield of faith along behind you. It doesn't say to put it over your shoulder like it's a backpack. It says to literally take up, lift up the shield of faith. So faith is our shield. What is faith? Faith is believing something even when you can't see it. It's like a sixth sense. It's like that movie back in the day where the little guy said, "I see dead people." He saw things that nobody else saw, and faith is having a sixth sense. It's believing something. Even when you can't see it, when you can't feel it, when you can't touch it, it's believing it just because God says it's so. And that's what faith is. And the Bible says that without faith, it's impossible to please God. So what we have to have is we have to have a faith that trusts God in every situation, every circumstance. We have to have a faith that believes in things even when we can't see them. See, the Bible says faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things we cannot see. So faith is trusting in something that we cannot see. Faith is having a sixth sense. Faith is not just believing and thinking because I believe something, it's going to happen. No, faith is believing that there's someone greater than me who's in control. So even when I believe something and need something and think something should happen, if it does not happen, faith is saying, you know what? Even though that didn't happen, I trust someone who's in control, and maybe, just maybe, there's something even better that God has in store. And my brain might be too small to even know how to ask for what I really need from God. See, that's what true faith is. True faith allows us to bring our best, where fear makes us hold back and just give the leftovers. So when we have real faith that trusts God in every situation, what it is it's like a shield. It protects us from the fiery darts that the enemy throws at us. And I want to ask you today, what darts has the enemy been throwing at you? And these aren't totally external. A lot of these darts are things that he pulls out of our hearts. It's things that we're pondering on and thinking on. Maybe it's the dart of doubt. Maybe it's the dart of delay. Something didn't happen like you thought it should. Or maybe it's the dart of difficulty. This is way harder than I ever imagined. Or maybe it's the dart of depression. I just can't get through this in my mind. Maybe it's the dart of discouragement. I just don't have any hope. And what he does is he throws darts at us. And he knows where our weakness is. And the Bible says when we have real faith that trusts God, even when we can't believe it, feel it, or see it, it's like a shield against those darts. You see, I had these goofy glasses on when I started. The reason I wear these glasses is whenever I go out and mow the yard, whenever I'm edging up or weed eating, I put these on because I know when I'm out there doing yard work, stuff is gonna fly. When I'm mowing the grass and when I'm edging up, all kind of things fly. Grass flies, little pebbles fly, rocks fly, splinters fly, and all of these things fly. And what I want to do is I want to protect myself from everything that's flying at me. And the crazy thing is a lot of these things that are flying at me, it's because I'm agitating something else that it causes things to fly at me. It causes the fiery darts to fly at me. But because I have on these protective glasses, because I have on this shield, no matter what flies at me, I can keep doing the mission that I have at hand. I can keep cutting that grass. I can keep edging. No matter what flies at me, I know there's something that's going to protect me in the midst of the purpose I'm at. So I want to ask you today, how's your shield? Do you have your shield up? Are you ready? Because when your shield is up, when you have faith figured out, and when you're trusting God in every situation, you can keep pressing forward and you can keep moving into the battle. And the mere fact that we have a shield up means that we're close to the enemy lines. You see, when you're far off, you don't need a shield. When you're close up, when you're in hand-to-hand combat, that's when you need a shield. So family, if you need your shield, that means you're headed in the right direction. If you need your shield, that means you're pressing into the enemy's territory. If you need your shield, that means we're taking back ground that the enemy's trying to take away from us. So family, let's shield up, let's have our faith right, and let's be able to press forward in battle. God bless you.